Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On the Range podcast with War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense. I am Mark Kelley from KelleyDefense.com, and joined with me, as always, is my co-host and friend from WarHOGG.com, Rick Hogg. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, it's going great. Want to thank you, the viewer, listener, for giving us your most precious commodity, your time to tune in. Guys, we could not do it without you. We are live out here at CanCon 2026 at the Clinton House in South Carolina. And let me tell you about today's guests. So John from Nine Line drove all the way up from Savannah just to be on the podcast today. So, yeah, John, appreciate you coming out, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, my pleasure, man. So, anytime I get a good excuse to come out to a range day,
heck yeah,
I'll jump at it. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta. Sure, podcast, whatever. You want me to wash some dishes or whatever I got to do to get out of the office for a minute and come out here. Yeah,
because we kind of chatted when we were down at NRA. Said, hey, you know, that thing was booked solid.
Yep.
You know, been wanting to get you on the show for a while. So it's like, yeah, man, we got some opportunity here. You jumped on.
Yeah. Might as well, man. Yeah. I'm glad to do it. Yeah. I got to listen to a couple of episodes and it was fun, man. Y'all do a good job.
So what do you do for Nine Line?
So I am in charge of sales. So that looks like all of our wholesaling designs that we send into Sportsman's Warehouse and Shields and all the big brands we work with, and then partnerships as well. So like we printed all the merch for Recoil for the CanCon events.
Gotcha.
So we do special limited edition runs for them for each event that they do, and then we've got some cool designs like the Nirvana smiley face with the.
I love it.
Yeah. That was. I think that one sold out just about yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. They were like, we just got 2 X's left. I was like, all right, well, maybe next time we'll double up.
That's it.
But yeah. So we're very fortunate in the space that we work in. To get to work with really cool people like the guys over at Recoil and knowing Glenn and David and getting to do things with just like-minded individuals who love freedom and love America and want to celebrate it and get to play with some new tools and get to come out to places like this where we can set up booth after booth after booth and just be slinging lead downrange all day long. It's fun.
Dude, it's a great event.
It's awesome. You got some great companies out here doing some great stuff. But I see a lot of guys, they're just kind of running from booth to booth.
That's right.
Now, if I'm the suppressor consumer, and I'm really trying to figure out what I'm doing, I'm probably going to take me some notes.
That's right.
Because if you run through this thing, and we've done it where, hey, man, who's that company? We were just like super quiet can. Like,
that's right.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So,
and everybody's got cool stuff now, too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a bad product out here.
No.
That's what's wild. I mean, you think about like 15, 20 years ago, there's a lot of differentiation, right?
Yeah.
And, especially when the you were having to pay for the stamp and all those things. Like, there were so many barriers to it.
Yeah.
Now, man, it seems like everybody's jumping into space.
Yeah.
I mean, every company that didn't make suppressors 5 years ago, they're 100% making them now.
Yeah.
So it's cool. And the technology just advances. Things get lighter. Things get more adjustable and customizable. You're seeing
cool down quicker. They look better.
That's
right.
Man.
Yeah,
You're seeing more models coming out with the threaded barrels so you can actually suppress it. Yeah. Still, my wife, I got my wife one of those little Ruger 380 LCPs.
Yeah.
And she's like, see if they got a suppressor for it. I'm like, babe, they're never going to have a suppressor for that. That's heavier than the gun. It's just going to be a loud gun.
Say, hey, babe, we got to bump it up to 9. We'll open up.
Yeah. So we got a little Smith & Wesson 9 coming for her. So
those smaller calibers, especially the 22s, those are hot right now. I mean, everybody's getting those in. We shot one. It was a whole lot of fun.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was great.
Just clicking.
Oh, dude.
That was it, man.
Yeah.
We had a great episode. So on Wednesday, we went down to Peneo Productions. We recorded an on the range. So we had Bill in there, did a studio setting, talking about all the stuff in the studio.
Right.
Then we went outside. To me, Mark, and correct me if I'm wrong, they set the standard for on the range podcasts moving forward in the aspect of this. G3 battle rifle unsuppressed, suppressed, and then we shot that bolt gun. So you could truly hear the difference in there.
Oh, yeah.
And that bolt gun truly showed the capability of suppressors. It's like, he goes, take the mirrors off. It's here safe. And I've been snake bit before. Right?
I've heard that before,
Okay, I'm going to fire one. This thing was freaking beautiful, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's come a long way.
Yeah. So it's great to see, companies like them, all these companies out here just having great stuff going on.
That's right.
But I got a comment, right? Before we get too much further.
Yeah.
I see your shirt. I see the little 9 Line tag on there.
Yeah, man.
Running the tiger stripe.
Yeah, digging it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we make all kinds of stuff. I mean, we especially this year we've launched so many new items like performance shirts and shorts, and this is one that we came out with probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And the second we launched it, I was just like, because we do these little Thursday meetings where everybody gets together and we just come up with good ideas, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know this foundation we can partner with and we want to help support them, so we're going to do this web store, all the way to, hey, we found this place that can do these sublimated button downs and we can brand them 9 Line and sell them. And man, when we came out with this, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that one.
Dude, I bet those things sold like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, they still do to this day. Like we still sell them. I mean, it's crazy. It's one of our most popular button downs. It's just it's perfect for range too because it's breathable and stretchable. And,
it's a great shirt. But the one thing that you guys might not be able to see is ever so slightly
right here.
Well, you got that right. So that caught it. But then when I look closer. If you look,
you see it,
right
the little
there,
ghost.
You got your ghost 9 Line on there.
That's right.
Can you tell, just for the viewers out there who may not know, what's a 9 Line?
That's a great question. It really is.
People hear 9 Line Apparel, right? It goes back to your history.
That's right. So our founder, Tyler Merritt, he was with the 160th Night Stalkers. They're the guys who fly the Tier 1 guys.
Best aviation unit in the world.
Plus
bar
or
minus
none.
30 seconds. Yes.
Put them up against anybody, period.
Yep.
They're just, awesome dudes
yes, they are.
Who are incredibly well trained. So, part of his job was answering 9 Line calls. So in the military, that's a distress signal, right? So soldier needs help, 9 Line, and there's 9 steps to go from that helicopter to rescuing that soldier on the battlefield. So when Tyler was coming back, he had some friends who needed some help that the VA wasn't going to cover with like handicap accessibility, things like that. And, these soldiers who are going over there giving everything, they deserve a little bit of help, right? Yep. So, being that he's a very mission-oriented operator, right? He is a Tier 1 guy to his core. We know those guys, like they are mission-focused, mission-first, and they will deliver on every mission that they want to execute on, right? Which makes it a pleasure for guys like me to work for. But I will say this: if you hesitate, if you're indifferent and you're not on board, like you're going to get left behind pretty quick because we move quickly when there's something we believe in. And there's a mission that we want to accomplish, whether it's like the floods that happen in North Carolina, or the mission we're on right now, helping people get out of the Middle East, right? So there's all these different initiatives that pop up, and that's the point of what we do. So 9 Line is essentially the rescue here at home. So we're just bringing patriots, former military, current military, together in a place to say, hey, we love America. Whether you're blue, red, whatever in between, at the end of the day, we all enjoy the same freedoms because of these service members who gave every single thing they had to our country, dedicated years of their lives, and are still paying for it in a lot of ways. So we get to be a little bit of support, give them some cool apparel to wear that shows, hey, I align. These are my beliefs. This is what I'm about. So we get to make some really fun, cool shirts too. It's nice being owned by one guy because we can have a "Kill Your Local Pedophile" shirt with Mickey Mouse on it.
Hey, man.
We can do fun stuff like that. Which if you worked for a publicly traded big company, might not be on the table, right?
You got to tiptoe gently.
That's right,
because you got to deal with the board and everything else, and that's garbage.
Yep, and we can post Bible verses and Christian messaging on our shirts. When the tragedy happened with Charlie Kirk, we were able to move really quick and put a shirt up that reflect his values and donate that money to his family. And it's just cool to get to work for an organization like that really puts that mission first, right? So that's what we do. That's the 9 Line. It's it started in the military and we just brought it back home, and now we have the 9 Line Foundation. So our shirts, our hats, all these things are really tools in our shed that help us with the greater mission. Yeah, we sell T-shirts, hats, and hoodies. We're moderately priced cotton goods all day long, but at the end of the day, it's the broader message behind that and what those items help us to accomplish with We have 2 tiny home villages, one in Brunswick, one in Savannah, where homeless veterans can come stay.
Yeah, that's great.
Rehab, get training, and it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing in the world. And then we get to connect with other organizations who align with those beliefs too, and support them through web stores or help them with merch sales, help them actually create something that's a quality merchandise item that people are going to want to wear. Because I think, a lot of times, you have organizations that can fundraise that way, but, they get stuck with, 4,000 shirts that aren't really good and nobody really wants. So it's helpful when we can bring our experience to the table and help them come up with something really cool, like what we've done with Recoil, things like that, and GOA and NRA and all these awesome organizations that we help support. It's something as simple as a T-shirt, a hat, or a hoodie, but at the end of the day, it's wearing your message, it's wearing your beliefs.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pause you on that, right? Because it's so much more, and I'll give you my example, and then we'll go from there. So if you kind of look upon here, we've got the In Honor of Duco project. So Duco is my retired work dog. I lost him to osteosarcoma. Yeah. In turn, we started a nonprofit to support retired SOF canines. It was funny because there was one of my British mates, he was in the process of doing a Blackbeard style shirt with the dog. And he's like, hey, man, we'd love to do this in honor of Duco, help with the proceeds to go back to the nonprofit. And, dude, you want to talk about a gut punch. So one being gut punch from losing the very dog that saved your life.
Yeah.
And then having your mate come along going, hey, dude, I'm willing to support you here. That is huge, right? So it's bigger than what I think the viewers, listeners can really take in. You sitting there, putting your efforts forward to help whatever organization, to help them get to whatever their goal is. That's absolutely incredible. So hats off to you guys at Nine Line for doing that.
Yeah.
And then I know your foundation portion, that's all your nonprofit side.
Right.
So that's helping, so that's going above and beyond, if you want to say the corporate umbrella.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of people don't get is, okay, yeah, hey, Nine Line's doing apparel. Okay, cool. But no one's ever really looking behind the scenes.
Right.
And I don't think, not that we need to be trying to look for any accolades from it, but hey, the foundation is doing this just to let people know. Yeah. Hey, your dollar spent, hey, a portion of that's going over here.
Yep.
It's doing this.
That's right.
So.
And that matters. I mean, especially,
100%.
People who like to wear flags on their sleeves, they care about what's behind that.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of brands have experienced things like that where they, go to China, try to just put some American flags on some cheap shirts and try to sell them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we're not moving these shirts. It's almost the same exact design that y'all made. It's like, yeah, but there's nothing behind it.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make money.
Yeah.
And that customer base, they intimately care about that.
Oh, yes,
right?
they do.
That's why, when we do K9 Heroes and, all these different foundations that we support and we do a web store, our customer base jumps all over it and buys those shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt. They love having the Malinois, the German Shepherd on the back and the cool stuff. Yeah, it looks good. It's fun to wear. It's a soft, nice shirt. But at the end of the day, they want to support that.
Yes.
Right? And when they go to the grocery store, they go to the gun range or wherever, they want to spark those conversations, right? Like, being able to share your story, these dogs affect people's lives in a very significant way. Yeah. And, they really are man's best friend. I got a Great Pyrenees GSP hybrid. And I'll tell you, man, when he goes, I'm not going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go off the grid for a few days because it's the best dog I've ever had.
Yeah.
And, I can't imagine, you take that relationship and you go into battle.
Yeah. Oh, it's
there's no separating that, right?
There's not, right? And it's one of these where it's hard to explain to people. When I lost Duke, I lost part of me.
Yep.
So I will never be a whole person because the very dog that saved my life,
right?
You're sitting there trying to go, all right, buddy, you're battling cancer. We try a right rear leg amputation, 4 rounds of chemo. Hey, and of course the vet's only going, oh, that's $10,000+, right?
Right.
So that's where this whole piece came about. Hey, number one, yes, I was slightly selfish with the name In Honor of Duco Project, right? How do I keep my dog's name alive? Yep,
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah.
But we're also helping those retired SOF canines because there's no doggy VA, right? So people think that, hey, just because he was a military working dog, there's some type of program. There's nothing.
Yep.
It all falls on the handler.
Yep.
So we made it quite easy. Hey, mission statement is this. to never let another SOF K9 handler make a medical decision about their partner based on their finances.
Yep.
Dude, we got, like, people call me. And you know that conversation. It sucks.
Yep.
Hey, man, we got the scans back. He's got cancer. What can you guys do? What do you need? Right. I'll talk him through my experience, what I kind of think. Hey, man, but at the end of the day, we're going to support you however it takes.
That's right.
And to watch you guys do that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part that is huge. You don't need to publicize it, right? But people just need to kind of know a little bit.
That's right.
Hey, here's what we're doing. Hey, so this shirt you buy for, and I don't know what your mean price point is roughly for your shirts, right? But hey, part of that's going to this.
Yep.
Dude, that's there's not a whole bunch of companies doing that.
No. Yeah. And honestly, like last week, I had a retired police officer who had a dog that passed away, and he reached out to us. He has a foundation for retired police dogs doing similar work, right?
Yeah.
And like Canine Quilts of Honor, they make a specific quilt for canines, and I get to print shirts for them and do a little fundraising, leveraging, our experience, our talent, our ability to get really high-end, like tri-blend shirts that people are actually going to wear, right? And that's honestly
that's a big piece of it, really.
That's a huge piece of it, because a lot of times it's like, hey, I want to get some T-shirts made. How cheap can I get them made?
Yep.
Sure, absolutely you want to save money, but at the end of the day, it's, am I making a shirt that somebody's just going to cut their grass in on Saturday morning?
Yep.
Or am I making a shirt that they're actually going to wear out and want to wear and want to buy more of because it's comfortable and it's durable
It's
and
cool looking,
it's not made
All
by
that
slaves,
stuff.
right? Like things like that are significant and they matter, and that's a lot of the experience that we bring to the table. So we're super fortunate when people like that reach out to us for help, because hey, maybe we sell a couple hundred shirts. Cool, you know what I mean? It's the amount of profit in doing something like that is so insignificant.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if it helps get that message out for that organization, helps support those handlers and those dogs, man, it's worth it. It's worth it for us. That's what we're about. That's what our society and our communities need, and especially with operators and everything from fire dogs, police dogs. These dogs play a huge role in our freedoms.
Yeah.
And we've gotta support them just like we support the soldiers. So it's all wrapped into what we try to accomplish, and it's cool when we get to do that, because a lot of companies, I'll hear from people like, I reached out to this company and this company and this company and this company, and look, at the end of the day, we're pretty much a small business, so I don't have a lot of cash to dole out, right? So when it comes to sponsorships and things like that, like a lot of our money goes to the Nine Line Foundation. So there's not a ton of reserve there to dole out to things, but we can leverage the assets we have, which, setting up a web store, helping somebody come up with something creative that actually expresses their message. And, man, getting a big hug around the neck from somebody who, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Put a smile on somebody's face who hadn't smiled in a while, right? Help somebody, raise a few $1,000s for their organization, and be able to, do everything from sending some kids to a shooting competition, right?
Yeah.
All the way down to, just raising money to support an officer's dog who, man, they get debt crazy with those things.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to hear about, $20,000, $30,000 in the hole for treatment for these dogs who are soldiers. They're police officers. They protected our communities and protected our constitutional rights. And to see, man, the money that is in that is not insignificant. But there's so many foundations out there that align with that and support these handlers and their dogs, that it's cool to get to be a part of that.
And it's awesome for you guys, because like the story you're saying earlier, hey, trying to reach out to different companies. I know a guy, right? I've been there. And it's like, hey, man, I'm not asking you, don't give me your money. Like, let's figure this thing out together. Here's what we're trying to do. Yeah, we're busy. Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. Yeah, and finally it gets to a point. But you guys, man, I mean, hats off to you. Big, small, medium, different. Hey, let's have a conversation at least and figure out how can we support, right?
And the benefit is because of our customers. Our customers want us to do that, right? That's the bigger piece here, is that the people who come to the Nine Line website, they look for these things,
or
right?
Or go to the Nine Line store.
Or go to the Nine Line stores. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they want. They want to see those things. They want to see that we're actually out there still giving back, which is phenomenal because so many times companies are looking at dollars and cents, and certainly we want to be a profitable company because we want to keep doing this, right?
Well, you have to be.
You have
right?
to be. But a big part of that is listening to your customers.
Yes.
So we have. I'll say this a million. We have the greatest customer base in the world. Patriotic Americans who come to Nine Line Apparel, we know what they're about. They speak with their dollars. We don't sell the cheapest shirt on the market.
Yep.
But we also, we're not buying things from countries where they're enslaving people.
Right.
We're not, we're actually giving back to the organizations that are on our website and our partners. So it's cool to be a part of that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And John, I love to hear, because we don't hear it enough in this industry or in any industry, hey, we listen to our customers.
Yep.
What are our customers telling us? That's driving the brand. That's going to grow the brand.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm happy with the brand, I'm going to tell Mark about the brand.
Yeah.
He's going to tell somebody else. He's going to buy something. Or I gift him a shirt, or however it works, right?
Yep.
That's how this thing blows up.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
hats off to you for that. So where are the stores located at? And then tell us the website so people can get some cool Nine Line merch.
So 9lineapparel.com.
Okay.
Got the merch all over there. So we have our LTD page with limited time designs. We've got our shop by design page with all of our
that's cool.
evergreen. These have always sold. And there's all kinds of different categories. If you like silly animals carrying guns, we've got the forage around and find out with the raccoon strapped up.
Yeah.
We got Pooh Bear carrying a little honey badger. Stay strapped or get clapped, says Pooh. We got great hats. Yeah, we like to have fun and like to laugh. So 9lineapparel.com. You can find anything and everything there. Then we also have several stores, and we're opening stores. Feels like every day right now. We're 2 newest stores. We're going into Fort Stewart.
Okay.
Nice. So the AFES locations.
Yeah.
We're going to be planting retail stores all around bases over the next 3 to 5 years. So if you live near a base, there's one coming soon to you.
You coming up to Bragg?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Fort Bragg's on the list. Yep. We'll be there. And trying to think of all the new ones. We just opened up a Myrtle Beach location. I believe last weekend was the grand opening for that one.
Nice.
Got a couple in Florida, Key West, Daytona, Delray, a couple of them in Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina. Pigeon Forge has been a phenomenal store for us.
I bet,
Yep. And, we've got probably 20 different locations on the map that we're looking at, even out Midwest. I mean, we have supporters in every one of the 50 states.
Yeah.
And a lot of these states that you wouldn't expect, like California, man, we ship a lot of shirts out to California.
California, here's the thing. And me and Mark say this all the time.
Yeah.
So California, the state, it's a beautiful state.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
What crushes it is its politics.
Absolutely.
But you have some great Americans.
Boy, do you.
That unfortunately, I don't know why they won't escape, but they're there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
They're there.
That's awesome, man.
I mean, it's beautiful land. I mean, where else can you go skiing in the morning and be on the beach in the afternoon?
Surfing in the afternoon. That's right.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
And it's politics things can be a shame, especially when you're looking at actual gun laws that are being passed.
Yeah.
Which that's why we partner up with GOA and NRA and the Second Amendment Foundation. Try to support these guys as much as possible because they're the ones really fighting every single day.
Yeah.
And they're accomplishing a lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we just got the tax stamp for the suppressors. $0 now, and that's just step one.
Yeah.
Right. There's more to come that those guys are working day and night around the clock to change, right? And California's one of those states. New York, there's there's states out there that man, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah,
and they're having to pour because you think about the money that's on the other side, right? The billions of dollars that are going in to try to remove from you your right to protect yourself.
Well, I chuckle because I think New York's going to start becoming easier. Because them poor savages are billions of dollars in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
So their ability to actually start fighting some of these legal battles,
right.
I think New York And even California, right? So granted, Newsom hasn't given up, how much he's in debt, but Hochul's out there going, "You got to come back. We need your tax dollars." It's like, okay, you know you're hurting. Strike now,
right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the tax revenue that comes out of the gun industry,
oh, dude,
man, if you open that up more, yeah, man, fill those coffers up.
Hey,
God,
we don't mind paying taxes on our firearms. I mean, we mind.
Yeah, but we will,
Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, give us our freedom. We'll pay the tax.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Awesome.
Yep.
What anything new Nine Line has going on?
Oh man, we have new stuff coming out every Monday. We launch new
Wow,
LTDs every single week.
Okay.
So get on our website every Monday. It's at least worth a laugh. I guarantee you. There's going to be something on there that you go, ha ha ha. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you don't buy the shirt, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We have a lot of fun people we work with. Just about every video we do is just internal people. Like it'll be somebody from the sales team or the marketing team or down in production, and we just come up with fun stuff.
Something to laugh at.
Yep.
How since you brought the social piece up, how are you guys seeing? Are you seeing any? You're kind of in that safe space, right? So you're apparel, but you kind of touch some other fringes.
Yeah, that's right.
How are things? How's the censorship industrial complex treating you
it
guys?
has gotten a lot better over the past couple of years. You know what I mean? I wish I could put my finger on what significant thing changed. You know what I mean? It's almost like we got a new president with a new, but who knows really?
Yeah.
But it seems like Meta and all those guys they move with the tide, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever way the tide is swinging, that's what they're going to do. So. No, we've had a lot of success. We've definitely experienced some of those hedges. But it's gotten better.
I wish we could say the same thing.
Oh,
no, for y'all,
They've got our number between our original War HOGG Tactical page being deactivated.
Yeah.
Right. That was a fluke. I got that back on a Meta screw up. So somehow, because technically, once your page is deactivated, you can never get that handle back.
That's right.
Well, Meta screwed up and somehow put my old War HOGG Tactical page under my backup page, so I had two backup pages.
Okay.
Right? You try to tell them, "Hey, jackholes, there's something wrong here." Of course, nobody gives you an answer.
Right.
I just tried one time. Let me type in War HOGG Tactical. It came up. But I'm still not super active on social because for us, it's a terrible ROI.
Right.
Dude, when you get shut down, all those years, think about it. Think about what would happen today if Nine Line just went away. All that time and effort you guys put in to build that thing.
Oh man.
So we just kind of taken a different approach where we dabble with rented property.
Yep.
But we're not fully living in the house.
Right. That's right.
Because when you get kicked out, you're done.
You're done.
Hey, you build the website, your email list,
That's right.
the podcasts, our crew members. That's our organic stuff we control.
And honestly, that's why a lot of these brands do apparel.
Yeah.
Because you can market apparel on social media.
Yeah.
Without concern of it being sundowned on you.
Maybe that's what we do.
Start selling shirts.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we start just pushing all
They
apparel.
they don't flag them. I mean, our pedophile hunting club hat. I'm sure there's, I'm sure there's some guys in those in Meta and places that wish those things weren't up there.
The AI is going to pick it up.
That's right. Yep.
But then again, I've tried. So like with the firearms training notebook, dude, I've had this thing almost blacked out where only was there was notebook, and it still goes violation of term of service. Something. Because they know, right?
Right.
They know you're trying to push the book.
It's great.
And they view this thing as the worst manual in the world, right?
Yeah.
Like, if people get this,
The carnage.
The carnage. And they have no clue because they've never read anything like that. That in actuality, if more people read this, we would have a lot better educated shooters in the world and gun owners, and we would be safer. More good guys would be better equipped on how to handle firearms.
They don't want that.
They don't want that. They don't want to educate people. No.
It's crazy.
They want the black market for guns to thrive.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
On the website, is there a store locator on there?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep,
okay.
absolutely.
That'd be good for folks who would like going to, I don't like shopping online. I like going to stores if I'm near one, but
there's that thing about touchy-feely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
It's kind of like CanCon, right? Man, I've heard of these guys, but now when I go shoot it, dude.
Yeah.
And
totally
you can find our stuff in so many different places too. Palmetto State Armory sells our shirts, Sportsman's Warehouse, Shields, Murdoch's.
Cool.
Rural King, Dunham's locations. I mean, we're in all these Ace Hardwares as well.
Oh, nice.
Ace Hardware has been a really, really cool partnership with us. So, one of the things I'll do occasionally is like, hey, if there's an industry I see that's kind of adjacent to ours, I'll be like, hey, where do you guys shop for stuff? So I was like, hey, customer base, where do y'all buy hardware from?
Yeah.
And I was expecting Lowe's, Home Depot, big box. Man, it was Ace Hardware, and then I saw Do It Best in there. I didn't even know what Do It Best was.
We have some of those, up north.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're locally owned hardware stores, and it's your neighbor.
Yeah.
And man, come to find out, people who love the United States also tend to love their neighbor.
Yep.
And they want to keep their money local.
Yeah.
So it turns out our demographics shop at those locally owned hardware stores. So we, a couple of years ago, we started partnering with a few stores, and now we're in hundreds of Ace Hardwares all over the place
great.
too. So
Awesome.
if you have an Ace Hardware near you, and that's probably the easiest way to get Nine Line next door to you.
Okay.
Talk to your Ace Hardware guy and be like, hey, I need you to pick up some of these Nine Line shirts and bring them in.
There you go.
And
Didn't
some of those
John
people are
Madden
the
used to be
best.
with Ace Hardware or something like that? Wasn't he John Madden?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Now you asked me to blow the dust off.
Yeah, I know. I love Ace Hardware.
Yeah, same.
Awesome.
I love anything that supports local businesses.
Yes.
Roger that.
Keeping money in the United States. I'd rather spend $1 or $2 more on the same exact product if it means my next door neighbor
100%.
is going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother Pandora's box because we've lost that here.
Yeah.
People are looking for the cheap.
Yeah.
Well, it's outsourced, and people don't realize how that impacts their own pocket.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When local businesses go under, man, it hits us hard. Like what happened with COVID, where they basically just shifted all this wealth over to mega corporations and made them billions and billions of dollars and killed, countless local businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Those communities feel it. Same thing that happened to Detroit. An entire city fell apart when they removed the auto industry from it. Same thing happens in local environments. You know what I mean? That local boutique, that local ice cream shop, that local sandwich shop, the local hardware store, your local FFL.
Yeah. Well, heck,
Spend your money there.
Yeah.
It will positively impact your community in a way that would not happen otherwise.
Yeah.
It's easy to buy stuff off Amazon. It's easy to buy something offline. It is.
Yeah.
I get it. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
If I can avoid walking into a Walmart, I will do it.
Yeah.
Right. Anything to not have to go into those doors.
Oh, yeah.
So if my local guy over here, we have a local farmer's market. Man, we go every Saturday. Love it. Mainly because just the produce is better. Like everything's just better.
Yeah.
I have grass-fed beef there. And,
Fresh.
and then I live in a little farm town. It also has a college, so there's cool stuff to do too.
Okay.
But man, we're surrounded by farmers. So I'm like, man, how fortunate am I that I can just literally drive 1.5 miles down the road from my house and get all this incredibly nourishing food that actually tastes really good.
Locally sourced,
free range orange yolk eggs, you know. You do get a little spoiled, though, because in the winter when the farmer's market closes down, you're like,
what is this crap?
who's got chickens?
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it's significant. So, we love partnering with businesses like that that support their local neighborhoods. And, it's cool to work with a company that, man, we get to partner like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can say, hey, this is where our customers are shopping. Let's go here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tyler's a great guy to work for because of that. He allows us to execute on the mission how we need to. So it's cool, man. But, yeah, you can find us all over the place.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you being here. What's that website one more time?
NineLineApparel.com.
When you go back home, make sure you see him and tell him NSDQ.
Yep. No
Awesome.
doubt.
For everyone else, thank you for making us part of your day. Go to ontherangepodcast.com and make sure you check out otrcrew.com. If you like this content, you can support us by going there, get some pro tips and exclusive behind the scenes, Rick.
For the rest of you guys, don't forget, train hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the range.